Hi there, welcome to 2022. We're having beautiful weather here in New Zealand at the moment. 3 weeks of endless sunshine, it's been great. I've done a little bit of work off camera that you can probably notice because it was mostly sanding, so I'll just give you a quick rundown of what I've done, where we're going and why I can't progress until maybe next week. Here's our Rimu inlay. You'll recall that it was a little higher than the body was and had to be sanded. I didn't film it because sanding is pretty boring and I think you all know how to do that. So now we can see if I can get to focus. Maybe. Maybe not. Regardless, this is all smooth with the body now, it's all flush. The next step, before we glue this Rimu into its forever home, is to lay the binding in. Now the binding that I think I showed you before, I think really now is not going to cut it, and I've ordered some more. Here's the reason why. One-handed again, I'm a bit sorry about that. If I lay the binding in the cavity, I don't know if you can really see that or not. Oh, there you go. You see the binding is not high enough, and I knew that would be the case. It really needs to sit over the top like this with a bit of a lip that I can sand back till it's perfectly flush. But it's going to be a bit Mickey Mouse trying to glue the binding up there, you know, like what will I support it with? Also, the binding is not thick enough this way to give a really good demarcation between what will be the white body and the Rimu. So I've ordered new binding that's both higher and thicker. And I put that order in about just over 2 weeks ago. It should be here hopefully this week. Once we can lay the binding in, we can glue it in, we can glue the centerpiece in, and then we can start doing the important things like laying in the neck. Once the neck is laid in, we can position the bridge. Once the bridge is laid in, then we can drill or carve out the cavity at the back for the controls to go. We can mark out and position the pickups, and on and on and on. There's a lot of work to do, but we can't progress until this Rimu is in here. I'm sure you're getting a bit tired of not seeing it in there, and I am too, but we can't rush this thing. The last thing I want to mention is that you will have seen this was white last time you saw it with the primer, and now it's back to wood again. That's because when I was sanding the Rimu inside here to get it flush, I sort of had to sand this as well. The back is all lovely and white still, it's very smooth, it's great. This is probably going to be, well, it's definitely going to be primed again, but I don't have any more white. I couldn't get any. I've only got grey, and so it's going to be grey. It doesn't really matter because I know what I'm looking for, I know how it's going to be, so we'll just have to do the grey and deal with it. And then we'll be colouring it white, but that will be much further on down the track. So what I'll be doing today, I'm going to mask the inside of this, or paint this grey, let it dry, sand it back, and hopefully later on in the week I can put the binding in. Once the binding's in, the Rimu can go in, and then we can really crack on with the project. So just a quick update. I'll give you a quick shot at the end with the grey, just because I can, and we'll go from there. Okay, here we are with the last load of primer for quite some time. Didn't go on quite as good as the white, but doesn't really matter, it's only primer. It's covered up all the areas I need it to cover, so we'll let it harden for a couple of days, and then I'll probably sand it a little bit, but I won't be doing too much now in the painting line until we get close to the finish line. But in the meantime, hopefully this new binding will arrive and we can get that on and really make some progress. So it's a quick update, and I'll catch you back very soon. Take care. Bye bye.